Hey, welcome back to Truth Lost at Sea. I'm here with Jonathan Goldman, the artist, and last week we talked about the project at length. This week I thought what would be interesting is to investigate, Jonathan, why you selected the waterways that you did. Last week we talked about why it's on water at all, but now why from Cape Cod down to Washington, D.C.?
Well, part of that is I live in Cape Cod,
Right,
but but you have to think of Truth Lost at Sea as a 21st century midnight ride of Paul Revere and William Dawes, and a call to defend democracy from deceit.
Mm,
Because I read something recently that said, today fiction often wins over truth because proof is too difficult to climb towards. And
mm,
digital media's algorithms make that climb even
right,
steeper.
right,
We can't abandon the pursuit of truth. And it starts in Boston, connecting us to our revolutionary origins, dumping tea into Boston Harbor, which is where
right,
it's going to
right,
be.
right.
The sculpture then will travel back to Woods Hole, where I live, which is a place known for its scientific truth
Right.
seeking, and then via waterways and interstates through Connecticut to New York, floating past the Statue of Liberty out of the Liberty State Park, and finally arriving at the Supreme Court in D.C. I'm going to go to Philadelphia as well because that's where I grew up and I know Northeast cities better pretty much than anywhere else. Each location tests truth differently,
Mm,
and Boston represents our founding principles.
right,
New York embodies the promise, I suppose, of liberty, but it's certainly become the center of power.
right. Yeah,
It's the capital of the world.
yeah,
Okay. And DC is where we govern.
yeah.
The lit sculpture moves through the waters as both a beacon and a challenge. Do we still believe in truthfulness, though difficult? Do we still believe to get to the truth is possible?
Mm,
The path
mm.
isn't linear. Like Paul Revere's Warning Ride, it creates a multi-city rallying point for audiences to recommit to truth as fundamental to democracy.
So one of the images that comes to mind for me, and I would love to see is, um, I'd love to be standing there on Ellis Island as truth comes by. I don't know where the launch is. We'll get to that in one of the later episodes. But I,
Well,
I
it's right across the way. It's in New Jersey,
perfect,
right there, right there.
perfect. And I was thinking, I was also a conversation we had was when truth is there on the Hudson, uh, all those people in Lower Manhattan who have, I just think of all of those offices. They see this thing and they look out the window and are like, "Oh my gosh, what is this?" I, and I love how you put this back to Paul Revere, and especially with this year being the 250th anniversary of the country. I think that
Yeah.
that's poignant on several different levels. Why did that come to mind for you?
Well, history plays a large part in how I think about things.
Mm,
And it's not like I don't believe in evolution of anything. I do. I believe that things change. That's the one constant that we always know about. But if we lose the ethics in that change, we are selling our souls, if
mm,
there is such a thing, to um, we're sacrificing too much. If everything is a lie, what do you believe? And I think this has got to stop. We
right.
have to be honest. That's the core of business. If you're not honest, then you're a crook. We know of those. They're all around us. It's got to stop.
Jonathan, I'm so glad that you are bringing this to the attention of everyone. For those of you who would like to get involved, go to trutheverywhere.com/partner. The URL's on the screen. If you'd like to participate, we'd love your support. We'd love your participation in letting other people know about what Jonathan is doing, like I'm doing right now. Go ahead and share this with people. It's going to be a unique project, and when this does hit the waterways, the world's going to take notice. Jonathan, thank you so much.
You're most welcome.